Well, we are going to get underway. We're almost at 1,000 already. So let's get going. We have been covering the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, perhaps more than any other outlet. And today there was big news, and it involves Elon Musk. In this case, we can stop him, and the damage is not yet done. What's the allegation?
This is one of two groups associated with Elon Musk that is purchasing ads. And the problem is that the disclosures in connection with this disbursement to fund the campaign are not properly made under Wisconsin law. So, what they've done is, it is fair to say that Elon Musk PAC has dumped millions into this race in an apparent attempt to buy a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. And legally, you're required to make disclosures. They haven't done it. The ads are very misleading because what they appear to be doing is supporting Susan Crawford, but they do it in a way that makes her less attractive
And this
to
reminds
the voters.
And this reminds me, Norm, I think a similar group was involved in the presidential campaign when they sent messages about Kamala Harris to Arab Americans saying she was too pro Israel. They then turned around and sent ads to Jewish Americans saying, oh, he's too pro Palestinian. This is the kind of flim flam that we have seen before. But this complaint is not so much about the content of the ad, but the disclosure and the fact that he needs to come forward and say, yeah, it's me. I'm Elon Musk. I want to buy this race. He is incredibly unpopular. And why should he be muddling in and meddling in to a Wisconsin State Supreme Court? Don't those people have a right to choose their own Supreme Court justices?
You have to ask yourself, are they gonna, is it the same kind of flim flam like we have seen in the United States government, where supposedly under making the government more efficient and effective, they've created total chaos. We
Exactly.
can't also have that in Wisconsin. And so
It,
that's why we have these laws, Jen. You make these disclosures for a reason. We believe this is misleading. It has very serious implications potentially. We're asking for an investigation to get to the bottom of it. But the law must be followed. The Trump administration has had a long series of cases now where the courts have said, hey, you're not following the law. And this situation raises serious questions. So we did the research. We saw this. We said it didn't make sense. And I see some people out there saying, oh, is this some kind of a liberal activism? No. We have a board that is both conservatives, liberals, moderates here at State Democracy Defenders Action. And whatever your politics are, you should not want to have these kinds of risks that come with non disclosure. It's very serious legally.
and there's a Republican activist who is part of this litigation, Norm. So the notion that this is just the Democrats really is just another flim flam excuse. And I will say this simultaneously, as this is going on, the federal government has been dragged back into court in DC. They are under the third degree by the district court judge there, trying to figure out whether his order ordering the return of Venezuelans to the United States was disobeyed. They are being extremely recalcitrant. They're refusing to answer and refusing to answer why they're refusing to answer. So he is having none of this. He has told them, go back. I want an answer by noon tomorrow. And we're going to see if the administration did come up to and cross over the line of disobedience to a court order. They seem to think they answer to no one. They seem to think that if they sprinkle the holy water of national security, they can get around and get away with anything. And that's just not the system we have. Whether it's in state court or it's in federal court, he is not a king. He doesn't get to do whatever he wants. Norm, do you have any parting words for our folks? Some are
Yeah,
asking what they can do.
yeah, Jen, you made some points that were so important. The first is that this complaint about the possible legal violations in Wisconsin is brought by Tracy Mangold, a longtime Republican activist, disaffected with the Republican Party, has broken with them. But, this is not some kind of
Cabal.
liberal thing. And the same with the courts. These judges have been tough on over the years, have been tough on both administrations. At time, Chief Judge Boasberg, who's handling the matter in DC, very tough on administrations of both parties. These two episodes have a common theme. No one is above the law. And if the law is
Correct.
not being followed, it must be attended to.
Absolutely. And people are asking what they can do. Well, your paid subscriptions help fund the litigation. You can also, if you're interested in the Wisconsin race, you can volunteer. Even if you're not in the state, you can donate money. You can tell your friends who live in Wisconsin. So we believe in both the court of law and the court of opinion. So thanks for joining us on this brief notice. We've had over 6,000 people
It's
just like that,
amazing.
Norm, because
It's
people
amazing.
want the news. They want the straight scoop. So thank you, contrarians. We couldn't do this without you. Please continue to give us your support, and we will continue to give you the best take on the news.
Thanks, friends.